cloudy Tuesday morning. I'm on my way to the office as usual. So welcome to the Tuesday morning vlog. Any of you who are new out there, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I forget how much we're up to. Still trying to reach that 1,000 people. Really want to be able to get monetized so we can help do some more good in rescue, because that's where most of the funds will basically go, is into rescue. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. The kitties ask that you do. Hit the notification bell. Make sure that you don't miss any of the fun that goes on in this channel. There's lots of fun, I promise. And give me a big old thumbs up. It's super important to me that I know that you guys love me. You know this. I'm a needy person. Okay, let me get a little bit of air. Whew. It's still a little, we're in October, people, and it's still high 80s. Welcome to Tennessee. That's kind of how it goes. So, it'll turn over real cold real fast. That's just normally how it goes. We don't get a transition. It just goes from really super hot to really super cold. So, it is what it is, basically. Okay, so what all happened last week? Not a whole bunch, but we did do a kitten rescue, and silly me, I did not think about it to film it. It just didn't cross my mind, and like you would think doing this, that would be kind of important for it to cross my mind, because it was a good little kitty rescue, and she's doing well, so I'll kind of fill you guys in on what happened there. So, my bestie, Catherine Beatty, hi sweetheart, hi, and her husband, which is my husband's, the Prince's best friend, decided we were going to go out and take a ride on the motorcycles. We hadn't rode a whole lot this season. So, we took our ride out, and, we were enjoying ourselves, and this was towards the end of the ride. Zeno is always the person that leads the group, because he knows all the little hog trails out there that none of us basically know. So he's the one that leads the group. So we're back in our area in Bradley County, and there's lake areas where I live out in the county. So he decides to tuck in to this one little area. It's a little boat dock in Bradley County where the water is. We're just, going to hang out for a few minutes, do whatever, get off the bikes, that kind of stuff. So, we get off the bikes, and I'm walking over towards the boat dock, and I'm hearing Catherine go, mew, mew. And I'm like, why are you mewing? She's like, do you not hear that cat? And I said, no, what cat? She's like, there's a cat. And she keeps mewing, and this little baby mews back. She's just mew, mew, mew. Well, we can't see her, because she's in the wooded part of it. Like where we're at, it's all gravel and open because it's a boat dock. And where she was is off to the side where all the woods were. So, of course, me being me, you know what I do? I go in the woods because, there's a baby calling. Mew, mew. It sounds really little. I don't know. So I'm going in there going, mew, mew, back at the little kitty. And the kitty's mew, mew. I mean, we're just having a conversation, right? Back and forth with each other. And sure enough, here she comes. This little thing out from underneath this brush. And as soon as she sees me, I swear to God, her little eyes go, meow, meow. Like she was just so happy to see me. She comes right up to me. I pet her and love her. She comes out of the woods. We're looking at her, and she's just lies right next to me, snuggles right up, rolls over, gives me her belly. She's grabbing my arm with her little paws and hugging. I mean, she's just precious. She's a little Duluth calico. For those out there that don't know what that is, obviously it's a girl, because 98% of Callies are girls. A Duluth calico, or a lavender calico, sometimes they call them that, is their undercoat is more gray, and then they have very diluted calico spots, like of tan and beige, and sometimes with a little bit of black. They're very muted, basically. But she was long-haired. She looked to be about maybe 4 months old. She seemed in really good condition, like she wasn't starving. Obviously, she was domesticated and been in somebody's house, because she knew what humans were. She knew she wanted to be with a human, and she was very loving. Like, she was just the sweetest thing ever. And of course, we're all talking about it, and Zeno's like, so you got a new cat? I'm like, no, I have 6 cats of my own. I can't have any cats. But what do you guys think? Do you think, because there was a house across the street, and there was a dog that was there. I know this because he came over and he peed on my bike. He peed right on my tire. Anyway, but we all had collectively, please don't come out, squirrel, decided this kitten didn't belong to any of those. First off, that kitten would not be in those woods and stay in those woods if she belonged across the street. She would have been, hey, how are you? Good to see you, and she would have went back home. They don't stay in a highly wooded, heavy underbrush area, unless they're lost, they don't know where they are, or they're scared, or whatever, basically. So we all collectively had decided that this baby had been dropped off by some horrid human. There's a special corner in hell for people like you, whoever you are. And that obviously she hadn't been there long. Well, we're on the bike, so I can't put her on the bike. What am I going to do? So we decide the ride was basically over anyway. We go back to the farm. We drop off Catherine and Zeno. You probably should go get her, especially if that's her first night. There's lots of coyotes out there. It's a big drop-off place. It's just what people do. I would hate to see a coyote get a hold of her. So, obviously I wouldn't have left her anyway. So the prince and I decided to go ahead and go home. I make him go with me because I'm not going out there by myself. We drive all the way back out there, which was a little piece from my house, basically. And we go all the way back out there, and lo and behold, she's sitting right where I left her. The minute she sees me, meow, 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 comes right up to me, crawls right up my leg, human, take me home, which I did. It's just, the prince had stated the same thing. We can't just leave her out there. We know we need to go back and get her. So we bring her home, and again, she's in pretty good shape. She's not bad. I don't think she had been out there even 24 hours, to be honest with you. She was really young and obviously scared, and all she did was just, the minute she heard something, she would meow. We get her in the car, completely quiet. Like, she knew that she was happy, she knew that she was safe, and there was no more chatty Cathy, basically. So obviously someone had dropped her off. Why, I have absolutely no idea. She is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. The sweetest girl. I've got a little bit of video, and I'll try somewhere in the middle of this when I do editing to put her in there. She doesn't have a name yet, but I don't know that I have ever seen a kitten that was so sweet. Like, just, oh my God, if I didn't have 6 of my own, I would have totally kept her. I would have totally kept her. But I can't, so we don't. So we get her home. I give her a bath, which she was not real keen on, but she took it in stride. And but she liked the blow dryer. Now, chick was in my leg in a towel. She's shivering from one end to the other and purring the entire time. She's trying to, smurgle on me because she's just so happy. So we get the blow dryer out because obviously I'm not going to leave her wet. And she's all about that blow dryer now. That thing got warm, and she just rolling over and like, yes, girl, yes, give it to me. She was really enjoying the blow dryer. We get her fed. And, by that time, she just kind of crawls up in my lap. And, she is just rubbing snout to face and just amazingly gracious and grateful. That's why we do what we do. How could you not? God love her. Oh, she was just so precious. She'd stretch out her little paws and be like, oh, come here. Oh, every time you'd walk in there, she'd just roll over. So we kept her in my bathroom overnight because obviously I have other cats and I didn't know how she was going to react to that. So I got a hold of one of my rescue friends and said, hey, do we have anybody, that would be willing to foster this little girl? Again, she's a bit older, than what I normally take, but, leaving her there was obviously not an option. Do we have anybody that would be willing to foster her? There's no way, this child won't last long. Like, she'll get adopted like that. With her personality and her looks, she wouldn't last half a day. Excuse me. Oh, my sinuses are killing me. We're going to get on the interstate here in just a second. So, she was thinking probably not. Said, look, it's going to be like close to 6 weeks, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, you know, I'll keep her, but let's see if we can try to find somebody. Because, again, what other option is there? What are you going to do? All right, I got to get on the interstate. Hang on. Because this truck's coming. 75 is going to get on that motor. I love my little baby. Thanks, Dan, for my exhaust. Cleveland Performance. Love them. They're awesome. Great job. So anyway, so she's like, yeah, I don't know. Let's see what we can basically do. So obviously I get video of her, you know, in the bathroom, sitting in her little, I have this really big, fluffy, orthopedic bed that I got from Meow Meow when she got real sick before she had passed to keep her comfortable. And what happened? Why are we doing that? Okay, I'm not real sure. Oh, I think we're running out of video room. Oh, wow. We're running out of video room. No, it's like I said, I have like a minute 26. I need to clear out some stuff, apparently. Anyway, I got video of her in the bathroom and I sent it to Angie, and apparently that's all it took, because by the next day, we took her to the office with us. Obviously, we weren't going to leave her. By the next day, they said, look, hey, if we can't find a foster by the end of the day, Angie would take her. They could get her fixed ASAP. I think they were in agreement that we all knew that she was going to get home really super quick. So I got contacted yesterday afternoon by Dawn Martin. Hey, Dawn. She's the one that actually has the sweet little girl now. She came and picked her up last night about 9 o'clock and took her home. And of course, she sends me pictures on the way there. She put her in a little cat carrier, and she'd opened up the carrier as they were driving back. And she just stuck her body out halfway and grabbed her arm and went to sleep. She's such a sweet little girl. I'm going to pull over here real quick, and I'm going to delete some stuff out of my phone because we're gone, apparently. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay. Sorry about that, people. Apparently, I had entirely too much video on my phone, so I had to pull over and get rid of some video. So, because apparently there's only so much storage in this phone. There you go. Anywho, so back to the story of the baby. So Dawn came and picked her up last night, like I said, and she said she's doing really good. She weighs 5 pounds and 4 ounces, so we're estimating her to be about 5 months old. I think she's going to find a home really fast. So that's kind of, we'll keep updated on her to kind of see where she goes. Again, I'll try in the editing to see if I can throw in that. I think it was like 36 seconds worth of video when I got her, just to kind of show people how sweet she was. We also had, let's see, Saturday night, I had a weird call that I don't normally get. My foster up, Brandy. Hi, Brandy Pendergrass. She calls me up Saturday night and said, hey, we found a puppy in a ditch. Like a little puppy. Eyes are still closed, umbilical cord just came off. So we're thinking 5 to 7 days puppy in a ditch. I don't understand how all these animals basically get there unless people are putting them there. But in any event, I'm like, I don't know what to do with a puppy. Like, I don't do puppies, I do kitties. But hang on. and let me see what I can do. The girl that found the puppy, she'd had it a little over 24 hours, but she had to go back to work Monday, and she couldn't keep the puppy. So she was trying to take care of it while she had it, and obviously was doing a fairly decent job because the puppy was still alive. So they send me a picture, and it looks like a little baby boxer. A lot of fruit. So again, I contact Angie and said, "Hey, girl, do we have anybody that takes puppies? Because I know Dixie deals with puppies on occasion, but I didn't know anything about neonates, or if we had anybody that did neonates. We barely have anybody that does kid neonates." So she was like, "Yeah, hang on, let me see what I can do." I sent her a picture, and she was like, "Well, one girl that usually does it, she's eat up with kennel cough, so give me a few minutes, let me see what I can do." Meantime, I'm looking up neonates on puppies because I don't know anything about neonates on puppies. Turns out they're basically the same as kittens. For the most part, you know, you got to keep them really warm, you feed them, you make them potty the same exact way, you feed them the same exact way, so it's a lot like kittens. At this point, you know, remember I told you that Jill West, hi Jill, had donated some supplies, and she had gotten a small container of Breeder's Edge. Well, 3 or 4 days after I'd gotten it home, I went to go, you know, put it up in its place, basically, and realized that it was canine. And texted her and said, "Hey, look, you know, will they let you exchange that? You got canine on accident. We can't use that for the felines." It never got back to her. Again, I think God just works in really funny ways. And then all of a sudden we get a newborn puppy call. Go figure. So Brandy's daughter came to the house that night and picked up some supplies. I gave her the Breeder's Edge. They gave the girl that was taking the puppy, who generally does kittens but had done puppies before, gave her my heating pad that Brandy was basically using because she didn't have one, and gave her the Breeder's Edge and a couple other things basically to kind of get her on the way. Long story short, puppy's doing fine. I keep up with everybody. You know, even though it was really just a transfer and I didn't really get to see the puppy, I'm still somewhat invested, and I like to keep up with the kids. So the puppy is doing really well. He's getting fat and chubby. So I'm super, super happy about that. So we had some weird calls. Tiny and the little ginger girl, they successfully fostered up Friday evening, I think it was. I get my days so mixed up, you guys. It's ridiculous. But I think it was over the weekend. It was late Saturday, that's right, because her husband had something he had to do Friday, and she was going to be at PetSmart all day Saturday. So it was late Saturday evening. Ginger girl and Tiny went with her, fostered up to their people, basically, and they're doing well. They're both gaining weight. They're super happy, and they play, and you know, so they're good. So we're down to 5 kitties. Right now we have the fabulous 5. They are all getting super fat. They have ginormous bellies on them. It's ridiculous how fat these. They're like weeble wobbles now. When I go into the playpen and unzip the little thing so that I can see what they're doing, they're usually on their backs with their little guts just stuck up in their little feet, just like, you know, like this, because they're so fat. Life water, hang on. Oh, it brings me so much joy. I know I say that every time, but I don't think you guys fully understand the detail of my love for coffee. It's almost as much as my love for the Prince. Almost. Not quite. But yeah, so the babies are super fat. They're super happy. They're getting big. Our little polydactyl Marley, good God, he's the biggest of them all. He weighed 1.46. 1 pound, 0.46 ounces. He's a chunk. Like, dude is he's gonna be a big boy. He's gonna be a big boy. I'm just saying. But they're all fat. They're just fat little roly-polies, which is the way I like them, basically. So, it's all good. I'm thinking maybe a couple more weeks, I'm gonna end up having the fabulous 5. We're real close to moving up to wet food. We tried a little over the weekend. Marcus was the only one that dove face first in the plate. He didn't eat very much. You know, he only ate a little bit, so they're not quite ready. The rest of the kids were all like, yeah, num, it's kind of good, but give me a bottle. So, we're still a little early to get into that stage. And of course, the polydactyl will stay behind when the rest of them foster up because he has a home to go to in October. Don't want to give too much detail because I'm not sure if the I may have a subscriber that's going to be the actual owner, and it is going to be a surprise. So I don't want to mess that up. Just be on the safe side. So don't think I'm doing Man Up America this week, but you guys should still watch it. There's not going to be a show Thursday, so it should be starting any minute this morning because it starts at 9 o'clock, so y'all don't be missing that. They'll have a show tomorrow, again, starts at 9 o'clock, so put the notification in there. It'll let you know when they go live. You can watch it live or you can watch it later. You can do whatever, but my understanding is we're not going to have a show Thursday. So today and tomorrow, get your Man Up America. I'll put the link below, as I always do. Same as Dixie Day, we'll put them in there in the link below. Lisa McCraken, I will put her link in the bottom bar below. My also understanding is that Jessica Taylor is trying to, she works with the SPCA. She is trying to get a kitten clinic together Sunday for me to teach. Meaning getting together is, do people want to go? So heads up, any of my subscribers that live local in Bradley County, Cleveland, Tennessee, we are trying to get up a kitten clinic for this Sunday. So get on the Facebook page. I think it is Bottle Feeders of East Tennessee. I'll try to put a link below in that one as well if I can do that. So that anybody that wants to attend can attend. I do not believe that there are fees involved with this. If there are, I've not been informed. But I'm happy to teach the class, even if it's just one. I'll teach it. You guys want to see it, we'll absolutely do it. Maybe, just maybe, we'll videotape. You guys want to see that? Maybe if I do a kitten class, you want me to videotape that? We'll totally do that. Yeah, we might do that. Okay. So I have 3 videos that are now are going to be strung together, basically. This should be interesting. I'm not sure how long the vlog is going to be. I am pulling into Athens right now. We all know how I feel about drivers in Athens. Sorry, peeps. I'm just saying, you got some bad drivers in Athens. And we got some bad drivers everywhere, but oof. Got some bad drivers in Athens. So, I think I'm probably going to end the video there. No Pompey today, by the way, in case anybody's asking. Little turd didn't want to come with Mom today. I don't know what all that's about. I think it's because Daddy takes him to Bojangles on Tuesdays for bow rounds, and she's figured it out. So now apparently she loves bow rounds more than Mom. It's okay. I get it. I understand. That's fine. I mean, Dairy Barn's closed. She can't get an ice cream anyway. But still, like the last 2 weeks, she has not come with Mom to work. She has stayed home with Daddy because Daddy takes her little fat butt to Bojangles and gets some bones. Just so it's fine. Pompey, okay. Mommy still loves you. A little bit. Anywho, so no Pompey today. I have the fabulous 5 in the back that are all fat and happy and they're sleeping. I'm sure that they'll wake up by the time I get there, going, feed me, feed me, feed me. I feel like they're the plant from, what is that? Oh, which horror story is it? Feed me, Seymour! Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, God, I hate when I do that kind of stuff. Little Shop of Horrors. Feed me, Seymour, feed me. That's what I feel like with the kittens. So, okay. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here and drive while I'm in here. So, as always, till I see you next time, stay safe, stay clean, and have a perfect day. Bye.